Oh, there, everybody. Oh, that's interesting. Barry, Andrew, yeah,
Hi guys.
good evening. Welcome to Trains and Tech with, make sure I get my directions right, Andrew and myself. I hope everyone's doing wonderful tonight. Audio good? Do we have audio? Hopefully we have audio. I'm going to check that every time from here on out.
From here until the end of forever.
From here until the end of forever. I see Chuck is in the house. Rick, welcome. Barry, oh cool. We're doing this a little different. I'm sitting up on EV Mux, but I have it set in a different way, which is, I can't comment on it, so I can read them now, which is good.
He screwed his stuff up. He broke it.
I broke it.
That's what he did. He broke it by trying to be fancy about it.
That's the tech part. That's the tech part. Well, I left the flashlight on. Don't mind us while we play with our phones.
Yep, we've got sound. We're good.
Us.
Like I said, I cheat and I watch this on YouTube. That's how I know if we have sound or not.
It's probably a good.
I gotta quit looking at the different screens. I just gotta start looking at the camera.
Yeah, and they're sitting at the master control.
I'm not used to being on camera too much.
As you know,
Mr. Gatton.
I think it's funny how it's like, I don't mind running the cameras and I'll sit in the background too.
Yeah, no, that's how it started.
There he is.
Look at how he started. Now we're here.
So basically today it's Trains and Tech. Today we're going to focus more on the tech side. Andrew has some prime examples of some items that are 3D printed, both on the FDM and the resin. Tell me to leave tech stuff to you.
That's the problem. He's still better at it than I am. I'm just the one who messes with it behind the camera, and I'm not good at doing it on camera.
And there is a monster in there that's been slowly being pulled out.
Yeah.
That's why I'll take blame to that one. I mean, the first 3D printer was the CR10.
The CR10 I got from you, and then I got the Mars. I traded you a GCL locomotive for the Mars.
Yeah.
And then we've been working together long enough that I acquired a
compliments of Mr. Gatton.
I was gifted that laser, which was amazing. And then you and I worked together, and I convinced you to sell me one of your curing stations. So now I've got a curing station instead of just setting on my resin prints in the window.
It does work.
Hey, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
What you got is a window and a resin printer, and you got a window and a resin printer. Just hope for sunny days.
That's exactly it. And now, like you said, you stepped up. You have a full blown cure station.
Yep.
You've got the pickle jar washer.
Yep, I got the pickle jar washer. Eventually, I'll have a regular washer too.
And theoretically, what you're doing is you're in my old footsteps. Is exactly where you're at.
Yep. Now I just need to get 15 computers, 27 monitors, and an entire garage.
Well, you're always welcome to come over and use this.
I know I am.
Oh, what's the latest? Oh, you got my laptop. So
I'm borrowing your laptop, actually, once I get Lightburn installed on mine, it will probably run faster because I have them both running next to one another.
Okay.
Mine maxes out the drive, yours maxes out the CPU.
Yes.
So they're probably about the same as far as operating capacity.
And you clean up the drive and get that taken care of. Okay.
Yeah. That is the story of my life. Screwing around until I get it right.
Well, you know what?
New show idea for me.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good one though.
Oh, how do I turn that light on?
Turn the
turn the dealie.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I don't look like I'm in a cave.
Oh, better yet, if you follow the bar light down, follow the cord, and you'll find the switch.
Oh, look at that. No, that one. No, that
Oh,
one. There we go.
there you go.
Ooh, now I really don't look like I'm in a cave.
Yeah. I gotta pull them out of the dungeon once in
I
a
looked
while.
like I was a Neanderthal and everything was in shadow.
Keep sending it on me. Uh-oh.
It's those Germanic roots, man.
I forgot I don't have mute control at the moment. All right. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and show off one of these cool pieces.
Oh, do I start with the little one, the big one, or the really big
let's
one?
start with the little one is the first one, actually.
Yeah.
And this is more than just let's put it this way. There's 4 pieces on this thing, not including screws.
Oh, you want to go with the big one that's got 4 pieces? You want to go this one?
There's 4. No, because you got the 4 wheels.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah.
If you look at this really cool piece, there's only 4 bot pieces.
Yeah.
And it's the wheels.
Well, no, there's
and excluding the screws.
There's 4 wheels. There's 4 wheel sets, right. And then this one has KD couplers.
Oh, okay.
So this one has purchased couplers on it as well. But the entire car body is printed on my Neptune Plus, my Elgu Neptune Plus. The trucks were resin printed on the Mars, one truck set at a time, and then the top was laser cut on that little
diode,
on the little diode laser. And it was one of the early ones, so it's not really etched really well. And then I just stained it up with some wood stain and painted it up with airbrush, and it looks really focus. There we go. It actually turned out pretty decent for being what it is. I need to fill in the mold line where the body bolts together, but it turned out really cool.
Show them that one side where you can actually see the line.
I did. It's right there.
Nope. There you go.
You can see where the body line is right there, but a little bit of the tester's plastic putty goes a long way on that to make that disappear.
Now this is the first car.
This was my first iteration, first test print, and nothing. And the trucks don't have bearings in them, nothing like that. It's just this was just testing to see if it would work, and it turned out pretty damn good.
Timber.
What I knock over? Something else, not mine. I don't care.
Hey, no, that's actually my cake.
Kind of. It was the model I got off of Thingiverse, and it was done by
I don't remember that
Professor Burnout on Thingiverse, and it is a model of a PRR 22-foot flat car that is right around World War II-ish. And then he also made a center section that extends it to be the wider part of that other car. I got on Thingiverse and took that center section and molded it in with the front section. So that's why these bolsters here are a little thicker, because there should be a split right there, like you can see down here. But this can be printed as 4 pieces, but I molded it together to just be 2 for a little bit of strength in the car and just to make it easier to print because I've got a bigger printer.
Now you did that on Tinkercad too, correct?
Yeah, I did that whole thing in Tinkercad.
Now this is the cool thing. Tinkercad is free software that's online. I mean, literally, you don't have to download anything. You go right to tinkercad.com and you upload the program or the files that you're working on. And you end up with
it's a baby version of Fusion.
Pretty much, yeah.
It runs the same software as Fusion. It's made by the same company as Fusion. It's just online, and it's a lot.
It's the basic.
It's a lot more basic of what you can do.
But the best part, it's a wonderful start. It's a perfect start.
If you need to modify some stuff, it's perfect for that. I've modified a whole bunch of stuff in Tinkercad, which I'll talk about when I get around to it. Because I bought some stuff that I modified in Tinkercad. So this is the second version of that car. I'm gonna back up a little bit to
Now
show
check
you.
out how far he's gone with this.
So this one is, um, oh, dude, I have some World War II Willys Jeeps, 1/24 scale that I could put on here, and you just gave me a perfect idea. Um, but so this one has Barber S2 trucks, and they actually have bearings in them. I don't know if you can catch that on
They
camera, but
spin
it is
forever.
smooth and it rolls and it is just amazing. Again, laser cut deck, but this one has
No
decals on it,
seam. And no
just
seam.
basic decals. But
And no seam.
yeah, and no seam because I took and body puttied the seam. You can still see that there was there should be a seam. There we go. But I body puttied the seam and then just painted it up, and it's basically the other car, except for instead of doing a Z pattern to get the pieces together, I just molded two of the centers onto the ends and then just printed out as two halves. Again, the benefit of having a larger printer is I can do that on a bigger printer.
So now you have the CR. No, you no
I've
longer have the
I've
CR. You have
I don't have the CR10 anymore.
yeah,
I
the
have the
Elegant
Neptune
Pro
4 Plus, which is the same
or Plus,
build plate as a CR10.
which is
It's
350.
320 by
320.
320 by 460, I think.
Okay.
It's the size right below your big boy.
Okay. Yeah, because that one's 350. No, that
No,
one's
that one's
420.
4. That
That's
one's
four.
410.
Yeah, 410,
410,
420.
420. So that's your big
Yeah,
boy. I've got the one.
the size of my Creality.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that deck was also done by the Diode, and then um, just weathered with Vallejo airbrush paints and a couple different just mini wax stains. Just kind of throw it on there and wipe it around and just kind of goober. Um, I'm happy with it the way it turned out, and I don't know.
I think it's freaking
That was
awesome.
in regards to this one because for whatever reason I get the comments on my phone faster than it shows on the streaming stuff. Well, whatever.
But the give and takes on EV Mux. But hey,
Yeah,
it's working and it works
yeah.
great.
I don't think they're wide enough for a Sherman. I would have to
Well, if
look at a kit and find out what size they are in 1/24th ish scale.
he forgets he's got a 3D printer.
I know I have a 3D printer, but you're talking about a lot of fucking detail, pardon my language, for a kit that I don't have to finagle with, that's already pre-done, that's only gonna cost me like $40, it's the right size,
Right,
is
right.
gonna be a lot less of a headache than me trying to print out one and resize it and print 15,000 different parts on my resin printer that I'm still new to, even though I've had it for a year. Um, but yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Probably would. It'd be fun just to see
Yeah,
what's
I
available.
don't know. We'll see. I'm sure you'll look and find and
Oh, I'm not.
you'll.
I'm just
Uh huh.
saying it
Uh
can
huh.
be a kit
Uh huh.
or 3D print.
And then the Resistance, the one that I'm actually really really proud of. Um, Same car, same basic flat car body, same trucks, but this one has 3D printed couplers that actually split,
This is the one that only has
and they're
4 spot
sprung,
pieces.
and then the bulkheads. The bulkheads are actually done on my FDM printer with metal bar, piano wire railings, and if I spin it around, it's got a resin printed brake wheel on it. Whoop, right there. And the bulkheads are done on Thingiverse again for free from a gentleman called Manimal, who has 1.5 billion G scale items out there. But his come with the railings all molded in, and I got tired of waiting 22 hours for my Mars to print one bulkhead. So I took and put the file in Thingiverse again and cut off the railings and put pre-did little holes right where the railing stubs were, so that I can put in my handrails. And I think it took 20 minutes worth of work, and modified it so that I can print it on my FDM with minimal support, and I can print a pair of them in 5 hours and I can print them out of PET G, and all these cars are printed out of PET G, which makes them stronger in the long run outside. If I accidentally left something outside, it would hold up better.
Especially in the Iowa heat.
Yeah, Iowa heat wave.
Yeah.
The 72 degrees it was today.
Yeah. And we're not even early spring yet.
I know. But I was able to print that out of PET G, and then I was hand bending the handrails. I was measuring them out, hand bending them all. I'm like, I wonder if I can make something to where I can just stick it in and kind of pre-bend one end, stick it in the thing, and bend it to the right size. And I forgot to bring it, but it's like 30 millimeters long, 10 millimeters deep, but it's got a bunch of different holes in it.
All made in Tinkercad?
All Tinkercad. 100% brand new thing that I made in Tinkercad to hand bend a bunch of railings. Because my goal is to have somewhere between 10 and 15 of these cars on behind a train. And that was a lot of work with my thumb and a little tiny pair of pliers. So I took it upon myself to make something that's going to make it easier for me to work.
The day he brought it over and was showing me, he was whining about his thumb.
Oh, dude, I swear I had a bruise in the middle of my thumb.
I was a little marked up. But, hey, it was worth the work, and now look what you ended up creating out of the whole ordeal. You ended up creating yourself a nice tool.
That I can reuse.
Hey, Jack in the shop. Good to see you here tonight.
But no, Sean said multiple times that, and the camera really doesn't show this off, how good they look. But he said numerous times it looks like I took a production car and just weathered it up and made it look good.
It does.
I think that he's just blowing smoke up my butt. But I guess if anybody on one night part of our local singers club, is going to be part of the podcast on Sunday, you'll see the thing firsthand. And I think you're planning on taking video that you might throw up. Yes. You might use in one of your live streams or something, right? Of the modeling contest. So you guys will get to see it eventually if you ever make it into.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try working, doing a live. We're gonna try working on a live feed.
Okay.
It's been hit and miss in the mall. Mark, he says he has a hot spot that might work, and I'm gonna give it a shot.
I'll say it is in the mall. We are in a giant metal box.
Yeah, with a metal roof and concrete walls all the way around us. But
we've got a really cool hobby shop down here in Des Moines that has a lot of plastic models. So I will talk to them too to see if they can acquire some of those if they're still in production. And they get a lot of consignment stuff too from guys that have just gotten models and held onto them forever, and then either passed away or just decided that they wanted to just rehome them. So they might have a lead on a 124 scale Sherman tank.
That'd be cool to see how it would fit.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one for that 20-footer.
Yeah, short. Yeah,
it'd be perfect. Little guy. Because I've got the same car just without these middles, so it's like I said, it shrinks it down to about a 20-foot car, and it would look really good with
the short one. You don't you have a short one?
Not a shorter one than that.
Oh, shorter. Okay.
Yeah. This one is 2 ends and 2 middles. These ones are 2 ends and 4 middles.
Gotcha.
And I've got that other little tiny one that I can print all at once. Because again, on Tinkercad, I just took and I combined the files together and just made them one piece. And my printer is big enough that I can print them all at once. Not that I'm bragging that I've got a giant printer, but I decided to go big or go home when I bought my printer.
Well, for me, one of the coolest things to see is that you actually made your first tool. You literally made your first from scratch tool, and it worked. It worked great.
Yeah,
it saved your thumb.
Yeah,
you should have done it earlier so I didn't have to listen to you whine. But
You don't know you need something until you complain about it.
Exactly. What is it? Um, something about the mother of inventions.
Necessity is the mother of
Necessity is.
invention.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, the necessity to take care of the tongue. So let's see here. Yeah. I can't. The only bummer is I can't see how many people we have in the house.
9.
9.
Showing 9.
That's good.
Mhm.
For you know what? This is our second show,
Yeah.
right? This is our actual second Friday night show, and welcome again. This is awesome.
What's what's everybody else working on?
Yeah,
You've seen what I've been working on for the last couple weeks. And you see what Sean's working on every Wednesday. So what's everybody else working on?
except for the past 2 days, I've been cutting wood myself. Pushing,
Yeah,
rushing to get things done before the weather hit, and we got some good weather
we got
going
some
on.
good weather coming through
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
I had to recover a greenhouse this morning.
Mm.
Not
Just
doing it
before.
not doing it yesterday when winds were calm. We decided to do it this morning. Any of you guys have ever recovered a greenhouse with plastic? Oh boy, it's fun,
Those are sales.
especially in 15 mile an hour winds.
Yeah. Not 15 degrees, 15
15
miles,
degrees.
yeah.
Yeah, no. Thankfully, it was
No,
warm.
77 up today, 77
Yeah,
degrees
it
here in
was
Iowa today.
warm today, which is partially why we have so many storms.
Okay. Can-fly car. I am not familiar with that one.
I don't know what that one is either.
Oh, you know what? The cool thing is I do have a computer right in front of me.
You do. I do too, but you can mess with yours faster than I can mess with mine. Quit going there. Get it out of your head.
Why did it go KFC? It
Because
did.
you're hungry? Ooh. Oh, I've got pizza waiting for me at home. I ordered pizza before I came over here, and it just showed up right when I left. And I'm like, oh, damn.
Can-fly. Oh, this keyboard sucks. I've got one of these. This is running on one of those
The
small.
whole thing is literally this big. The whole computer is this big by like that big.
And I made a mistake and just let it run all day today. What scale is that car?
UP observation car for big boy excursions. You waiting for it an N scale, O scale, HO scale? Obviously not G scale because you don't do G yet. Not you, him. I know he doesn't do G yet.
No. Well, I'm not 100% sure. He could have some.
Do you do G? HO.
HO and M. I know he has those.
Yeah, he's waiting for the car in H.
I think I saw some Lionel. I could be wrong.
He's waiting for it in high output scale.
Okay, I'm doing a search on this and I am not finding it. Let's try. Who manufactures it? All kinds of race cars. Oh, there's some cool dude. There's some nice cars.
Hey Sean.
Yes, sir.
Did you ship that out yet, or is it still hiding down here somewhere?
Which one?
Barry's winnings from last week that we signed for.
Oh, dude. A matter of fact, I was going through my email. All that stuff is sitting in my spam. I do have it. It's right here. It's right here. And he's not the only one. There's 2 other things I need to ship out. I think. Yeah.
He has found your email. He will get it to you.
Yes. I got three emails in my spam folder.
Yes, but you'd probably want to do it on cardstock.
Is that HO scale?
We could do that deck in an N scale. It'd just be it'd be really low. It'd be really low resolution. It kind of be really tiny.
You just put lines in it.
But yeah, you can do it on that diode laser really easily. You just do it out of cardstock instead of MDF. I'm using 1/8" MDF on these cars, but it's also because it's a G scale car.
My honest opinion, if you go down that small, you might as well just 3D print the whole car.
Yeah,
the deck and all.
But you can 3D print the car, and then you can put the deck on top, and you can do the same thing with a cardstock deck that I did with these.
Right.
Or you can stain it instead of having to paint it, because some people don't have paint; they have stain. or if they wanted to do a custom deck on a flat car that they already have, like your little flat car, you wanted to do a stained weathered deck, but you didn't
Yeah.
know how to airbrush and weather stuff, but you've got wood stain. You could really easily do that out of one of those. Evening,
Oh.
Dutchman. How are you today?
Oh. Yeah, I'm done with this keyboard.
As it goes flying across the room.
No. It's just
You're a better
yeah.
man than I then.
No, it's there we go. Is that it? Model ship Canadian Pacific? No. Passenger car?
Yeah, it's a passenger car it's the UP observation car used for the big boy excursions.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm pulling up Canadian Pacific. Oh, there it is. Oh, sweet. Well, that's a long car too.
Now figure out how to show the people what you're looking at.
Yeah. It's not happening tonight. We're gonna have to flip them back the old way. It's all good. It's all good. Where are we? What did I miss? Jack Train. Oh, it hasn't scrolled. Mr. Olson, Rick, that Dutchman gets in you, sir. You're supposed to be logged in on your other. Dutchman has 2.
I know. I saw. I heard.
Good.
I
Yeah.
heard and I saw. I was. So the nursery that I work at, instead of setting posts in concrete, we just dig the hole extra deep and then set them in the really super sandy soil that we have, and then just water them in. And doing that, you need to take a stick and pack them in.
Yep.
So I spent all day Wednesday afternoon. No, it was Wednesday morning. Spent all Wednesday morning listening to Sean in my headphones while packing with a little 1x2 stick, a 4-foot deep hole around 4x4 posts. So,
okay.
yeah, packing the sandy subsoil in there instead of using
I was going
concrete.
to twist that, but I can't. I better
Yeah,
not.
no,
No.
get it out of your head. So yes, I know Dutchman has 2 YouTubes, and
Okay.
I subscribe to both
Yeah.
because
Good
you
guy.
didn't check the comments and see that I did both.
Not always.
I know you don't pay attention to the
zip by.
comments when it's me.
They zip by. No, that's every so often.
I gotta give you shit. If I don't give you shit, it's because I don't love you.
I already told you the honeymoon's over.
I know. I gotta get my own sodas now.
Yeah. I don't have to be polite.
Oh, like I said, the comments show up faster on my phone than they do on here.
You said it, not me.
Uh,
Hey, my mind's out of the gutters. You can go.
I know.
Go right on by. Oh,
Oh,
cool. So the neat thing though is, go ahead and show one of your trucks, because
What am I?
the trucks are printed on your Mars.
Yeah, the trucks are printed on my Mars. You got a screwdriver?
There should be one right in front of you.
What?
Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips.
Flathead.
Phillips. Somewhere, maybe. No.
This will work. Catch.
Hey, right here.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, let's go to those.
He's going to destroy one of his trucks. No, don't.
I'm not destroying shit.
The Sherman tank is 8.
If I'm going to destroy something, I'm going to use it to beat you over the head with, because I can reprint another one.
To 9.3 feet full size, break down to 124 scale. So yeah, 124 should work just fine then.
Yeah.
Well, so they didn't have.
So these are really cool. It's a captured nut that's underneath the decking, and then it just uses a screw through the bolster into that with a simple washer to give friction, or to cut friction down. But again, these trucks are super, super cool. There we go. They're bearing trucks. You can see. Come on.
Oh, go ahead. You can see it if you spin it too.
You can see the logo. You can see the Barber in the truck thing. The bolsters don't spin, but the bearings just spin forever in these. Yeah, they were done on my resin printer.
And that's on the sides.
Yep.
No, the center of the truck is.
The center of these ones are done on the resin printer.
Oh, that one's resin.
The centers on these ones were done on my FDM printer. And it's a little bit of gobbledygook, but I'm working on figuring that one out.
So you could knock these out on both your resin and also your FDM printer.
Yeah,
probably FDM. I'd do it at a
you can't
0.16.
You can't print the end frames on an FDM. They I mean, you can, but the amount of detail just isn't there.
No, you wouldn't get the name.
I did it with a few of them, and how do I put this nicely? The resolution came out like I was looking at Sean a month ago on YouTube.
Oh, we figured that out too. As you figured out your trucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So having a resin printer for doing the side frames was amazing. And like I was saying, there's a bearing in there, so they just spin forever. I think all in per car, and this is with high end metal wheels. I think all in, I'm at like $15, no, $25 a car.
There you go.
Materials
The wheels are 20.
Yeah.
The
wheels are $20. I've got $3 in hardware, and then
what the bearings cost you?
The bearings cost me 20 cents a piece.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
After seeing how well and how smooth those wheels spin, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be order just a couple of them. It's going to be 100 pack.
I found them in 20 packs.
20 packs,
and that's. I mean, you can probably get them in more, but I found them on it.
That's 5 cars.
Yeah, that's 5 trucks.
Or 5 trucks.
That's 2.5 cars. Trust me, I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, 4 per truck.
4 bearings per truck.
Yep, that's 5 trucks. That's 2.5. Yep.
Then these Bettendorf these Bettendorf trucks on this one don't have bearings in them, so they're just kind of a friction riding in the plastic there. But I do plan on modifying the file to accept the same bearings that are in the other trucks, so that everything is rolling on bearings.
Now you're going to be sharing the modified files on Thingiverse?
No, I'm not. I'm just going to give them to you. Yes, yes. I've shared the files, the modified files that I've made for the cars on Thingiverse. I have not shared the modified file for the bulkhead on Thingiverse yet, but I will share the modified files for the Bettendorf and Archbar trucks that are made by a different gentleman. I can't remember his name. But I'll share those on Thingiverse. And I don't remember what my Thingiverse handle is, but if you look up G-scale trucks or G-scale train trucks, they show up on that. Same with those couplers, G-scale train couplers. Those couplers pull up. Those couplers, like I said, they're just super cool. They mate with the KDs that I have on everything else. They're the right size. They're not 100% prototypical looking, but yeah. 2.75 inches. Is that width, I'm hoping? Inches. Because if it's in width, 2.75 right there. Yes, that will fit on that flat car. Because length would seem like it's a little short.
Let's see.
These flat cars are 3.75 inches wide.
Now, you said it was under G-scale trucks?
G-scale trucks.
You have to do some searching. Let's see. Oh, there's some cool models in here.
There's a lot of really cool models in there.
Knuckle coupler. I looked like a deuce and a half, but it was a little on the rough side.
Yeah.
Bogeys.
I can't spell. Spelled scale with 2 A's.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that one is going to be, that computer's going to be faster than this one.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to get the video in better quality now.
Yeah. No, we did figure that out pretty good. I'm trying to find the maker for those couplers and for the trucks.
Found a deuce and a half.
I think
Ooh, found an M35.
There you go. riveting, riveting YouTube. There we go. Nope, that's the other guy.
So I'm searching, actually trying to find Andrew's Thingiverse.
Oh, yeah. I should just YouTube go away. Then
yeah, you probably have it on your phone, don't you?
I'm gonna do that.
This way you guys can find the files.
Yeah. My Thingiverse name is Tabasco Panda.
There you go. You know, I should have known that.
Tabasco sauce and then Panda Bear, just Tabasco Panda. I don't know. Yeah.
I am so hoping your wife gave you that name.
She did not.
I don't want to know then.
That is, I don't know if I want to give him my email on here, but it's not really a nickname, but it's just something I've had, and it's been, I didn't have to be Tabasco Panda 17 or A57 Tabasco Pandas. It was just the one, and that was it, and it's stuck with me for a long time. It is highly unprofessional, and I have two other emails for all my professional stuff, but Thingiverse isn't professional, and I really don't give a shit. So.
Yeah. And we're just having fun on this show tonight.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, no, I'm gonna throw up when I get back. I'm gonna throw up those files for the bulkheads, and then once I get the trucks figured out, I'm gonna do those. I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't find those trucks on here.
I just saw them.
No,
relevant all things.
I was just on Thingiverse. They're saved in my Thingiverse. Why don't I just go back to Thingiverse? Sorry for the language. Yeah, I could print out some deuce and a halves too. That'd be cool.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Users. There we
go. Likes.
No results. Oh, it's all one word.
Because nobody likes you. Come
on. There you are.
Where'd I go?
You have one design.
Is that all I have?
Right now it's G-scale flag.
I had two. I thought I had the short body and the big body.
Not yet.
What do we have up there?
Let's see.
I have 5 people following me. That's scary. 5 random humans. Oh, it's the half. It's the half car. So I have the long body car that on Thingiverse. So it's the ends and 2 halves put together. I will throw up the short body car that is a single end and a single middle, so you can get a not quite as long car. And then I'll probably throw up the file that I made for just the 2 ends stuck together as well.
There you go. Now you have 6.
I appreciate it, John.
Oh, where you going there, you beast? Okay.
Only on Thursdays.
So yeah, check them out on Thingiverse, Tabasco Panda.
Yeah. The original files for the flat cars were created by Professor Burnout, and it's the PRR F22 flat car. Is that, and then the Barber S2 trucks are by Mr. Pictovid, and then there we go.
What we can do is we can throw links to these down below.
Yeah,
we'll do that at the end.
We'll do that at the end. And then the Bettendorf trucks and Archbar trucks. And then he also has a set of roller bearing caboose trucks, all in the same file design, are by 512 Designs.
What air is the caboose trucks?
The caboose trucks they're roller bearing, so I would assume
60s.
Yeah, he's got friction bearing caboose trucks and roller bearing caboose trucks.
Okay.
So I would say anywhere from 30s to current-ish,
Modern.
because they're leaf sprung.
Okay.
Leaf sprung caboose
It'd
trucks.
go along with that chassis. The caboose.
Yeah, you can throw them on there. But the 512 Designs trucks do not have a bearing embossment in them, so you either have to take and drill them out for whatever bearing you want to use, or just be happy with the 3 mil in there and then just deal with it that way. But I'm going to take and make the file to be able to use the what are they, 6x2 by 2.5 flange bearings that I've got in the other trucks that Mr. Pickerman did.
Some cool models. I printed out a few for some of our club members.
Yeah.
Barry Olson, what's your YouTube name, Andrew? Mine's Klondike.
My YouTube name?
Yeah.
Yeah. My YouTube name is, I don't know what my YouTube name is. It's me. If you click on my name, you should be able to get to it, I think. Or maybe I just can because I'm an admin on your page. You're asking a lot of questions, man. At Japanese Pie, JAPONESEPIE 1987. Don't ask. Again, this is coming from the early days of YouTube, where you had a YouTube account that was not linked to Google or anything else.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah, no,
and I had to talk Andrew into. Like I said, I'm surprised Andrew's gotten this far into YouTube. I mean, at first it was, no, you will not see my face on YouTube.
I like watching YouTube. That's for sure.
And you do need an account to watch.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not, but you can't comment or do any of the fun stuff.
I have 0 videos. I don't post videos. I don't post live streams. I don't post videos. I don't post anything. I don't have the computer to be able to post videos.
Part of Techs and Trains on Friday night. And then producer. I started out as a producer. Now I got him.
I'm a co-host.
And it's all fun. That's the cool thing. The coolest thing is we share a lot of the same, and I find it fun to be able to show something in the tech world, in the tech realm, like Andrew, like when he first saw the first printer. You know, he's already seen the printers, but when he first got his hands on it, things he started doing right away. The same with the resin. Learn the hard way on some things, but that's how you learn. You know, if you don't try, you're not going to learn.
I ordered that new screen.
Awesome.
It's 3 weeks out.
That sucks. Just be kind. So what we're talking about, you want to go ahead and explain that one? I'll let you explain that one.
No subscription for me. That's fine. I don't need subscribers.
I'm right here.
I'm here. I'm here with Sean. I don't need subscribers on my own YouTube.
Subscribe.
I get too many people on mine. My wife will start questioning what I'm doing. Meg, if you're out there watching this for whatever reason, I love you. You know I'm here. Obviously, you can see that I'm here. Oh, what were you just saying? What did I miss? Oh, yeah.
I'm innocent.
So, if you don't clean your resin tray
Yeah.
after printing to make sure that there's no stuff stuck to the tray that didn't stick to the build plate,
Mm.
um, and then you go to print something else, that little fancy screen that tells your resin what to cure and what not to cure decides it wants to not work anymore. I found that out the hard way. That's why.
And the
Um,
holes.
I don't
See it
know
on
if
the
it'll show.
one
Where is
truck
it? There
right
it is.
there.
So you can kind of see that big old trench in the side of that truck. That's dead pixels.
Mm.
So I push something. I use the build plate to push a goober or something into the screen, and it's just like if you push too hard on your phone screen with something, pointed or dull, it'll crack your phone screen. Well, I
Think of
cracked
it.
the screen of my.
Think of it this way: when you do a level, when you level out your plate on your 3D print on your resin printer, and the same with your FDMs. The FDMs you don't have to stress on this.
Yeah.
I did screw up and leave a part on an FDM printer and start another print, but that's another story. It
Oh,
didn't
dude,
fry
the
it.
first time I came back from the first overnight print on my Neptune after I left it. I did a few day prints. Then I went to the after night, or I went to do one long one overnight. And I woke up in the morning to
Oh,
it
grinding.
decided to dive the print head. It dove the print head nozzle right into the bed. It's just crazy.
Luckily, it didn't tear it up too bad.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. I had to replace the nozzle, but it didn't do anything to the bed.
But back to the goobers. When you level out your plate to the bottom of your vat, you have a little over the thickness of a sheet of paper. And then that plate is pushing down and it's getting a really fine layer of resin. There's a UV light below and a screen in between. And what happens is the LED or the LCD allows that UV light through in certain areas, and that's what cures the resin in that one spot. Now, what happens is if you have a goober that's left in the vat, and that comes down to being the size of the thickness of a sheet of paper, and that goober might be, 10th of an
Oh,
inch or a
usually the
thou.
goobers are about 3 layers thick.
Yeah, and that's now you're forcing that goober into that screen, and that's what happens. You end up blowing out a pixel, and worst case scenario, you can actually crack that screen or bust through or even tear the FEP film on the bottom of your vat. So it's always a good idea. I mean, we all learn. I've replaced screens from the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, it's always a good idea once you're done to take like a silicone little spatula, just kind of feel the bottom of your vat to make sure it's nice and clean, and you're ready for your next print.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Getting in a
so
hurry. That's what
that's
screws you up.
yep. It's good, and that's a good learning experience, and good to share too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recommend them. I love resin printers and the FDM. Some people don't like the smell, but you can print it outside too.
Yep. Got I've got my stuff all in a hobby room that I've got a pair of double windows that I can open up and vent out if I need to, which would be really nice when I get that laser set up in there, so I can just vent everything right out those windows. And thankfully, it's coming to be summer. And the
Yep.
only sucky thing is having the windows open may create a draft, which will throw off the FDM printer.
Well, the cool
But I
thing
can cut a piece to fill in the bottom of the window
with just the vat,
with just the vent tube
and
sticking out of it, so that'll solve that issue.
put a blast gate on it, and you're good to go. And that way, it'll totally cut it off, and you don't need it.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got all my stuff
You know,
stuck in a room. I went to go
uh,
talking about the smell. I went to go clean out a vat of resin that had just been sitting there for a while. It was the end of a bottle, and I was changing out to something else, and I needed to just dump out and get rid of it, and clean out my tray. And I dumped it down the drain, and dumped down a bunch of alcohol after it. My wife's like, "Man, I don't mind the smell of that isopropyl alcohol, but God, that resin stinks."
yeah, it can. Certain resins can really get odoriferous.
Yeah.
One of them I noticed I think that smells worse than the other is the water washable ones,
Yeah.
and those are not, in my opinion, not truly water washable because they still leave a mildew. I think we're a little out of scale on that, but
Somebody wanted to see a Jeep on them. There you go.
Willie's Jeep.
It's a Willie's Jeep.
Now that little Willie's is actually a 3D print on the bamboo.
I'll say is this was all dual filament printed on his bamboo that he's got behind me here.
It's not painted either. That's black filament, white filament.
Yeah. It was cool. Got the white headlights, the black tires, the black steering wheel. This thing, I saw this sitting out in a shop one day, and I was just amazed by it. It's just cool.
Printers have come a long ways. I mean, you see my old one is sitting right there.
Yeah,
that reminds me. I have a couple printers in the back. You can have them. Give me your problem.
You can give them to that one guy on Facebook. Maybe he'll be able to sell it to somebody for $400.
Oh no. Okay, there's a story behind that. I literally scratch built a 3D printer. This has got to be.
I think you told me it was 15. No, I thought you said it was like 15 years ago.
No, that one's 15 years old.
Okay.
Easy. I don't know how old that one is. It's old. It's been a while. But I laser cut the frame on it. It looks like one of the old Pruses, except it's green cast acrylic frame, and then all the parts are 3D printed and put together. And I used it for quite a while, and then put it up on the butcher block. Lo and behold, it's back up on Facebook, and they're asking $400 for it. It's like out of nostalgia, it'd be kind of fun to get it back, but
for the same price, you could buy another one of those.
Exactly. Exactly.
10 times as fast and twice as big.
And you know what? Alagu's got some really good sales going on. You know what? I think we can toss that in towards the end of shows on. Now, mind you, again, this is our second show.
Yeah.
But at the end, it's like point out who's got sales on the FDM printers.
I'll say you're the one who keeps up on that, not me.
Yeah.
I've got my one. I've got another. I've got a standard Neptune I'm waiting on. Just because when I'm printing when I'm printing a whole train card, it takes 10.5 hours, and I want to print some little tiny something or other. Yeah.
See, that's what makes this. That's what makes this show is trains and tech.
Yeah.
It's a good combination. I know a little about trains,
You know a fair bit about trains.
You know more than I do.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So I think this totally works out. What do you guys think? A good way to show it is a little appreciation. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. Every little bit helps us. Again, this is our second actual Friday night show, and I think this is fun. We'll be able to add more things if you guys have any suggestions or ideas. Don't be afraid to share.
What would you guys like to see on future Friday night shows that are feasible to do? What are you working on over there?
Oh, this here? A friend of mine. We're talking about. This is Pet G. It's a mini. You see it really good, don't you? There we go. It's a mini droid.
It's the little
the
little
BB
guy.
Yeah, in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm
not so much of a Star Wars guy, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I figured I'd pull that off. Matter of fact, there's another one on the printer. This one is kind of black, so it's hard to see. But there you go. Actually, a little reflection. Hey, maybe the light from the engine coming will kind of light it up there. But I mean, you don't have to focus just strictly on trains. You can do tools. I mean, I think that's an awesome thing that, one of your very first designs is a tool. Oh, it's an Amtrak. Any sleepers? Not yet.
Can't tell.
Oh, there we go. All right, yeah. Coach and sleepers. That's a nice train.
Yeah. I still like that other one that came. I still like that freight that came through earlier before we started streaming. That had all the Tropicana reefers on it, and then the other. Not
There's
sure
some
what they were.
mystery, yeah. There's a flat, and it looked like, yeah, 3 doors on the side, but yet it looked like, what'd you say it was?
It looked like it was 4 like 25-foot containers
Yeah.
stuck together because you could see 4 sets of steak pocket or 4 sets of fork pockets underneath. But
It had 3, but see, it wasn't like cargo doors either.
yeah,
Wider than the standard door, shorter than the cargo door.
I don't know what it was.
I wonder if we can go back on this later and check out the live.
I don't know.
That'd be cool. If we can, we'll take some snapshots of that.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. What do we have here? 3D printers, the future of the hobby. Yes, I agree 100%.
You can get brand new ones for relatively inexpensive now, and you can find
fast ones.
You can find great older starter ones for if you don't want to dive right into a brand new one.
Ender 3, $100.
Yeah, you can find Ender 3s all over Facebook for less than $100.
You know, and
sometimes I mean
I might
fiberware, but sometimes you're getting a gold mine that they've done all the little upgrades and done really good maintenance to, and they just want to pass it along because they've upgraded.
You know, I was going through the Elegoo site, and you have to look for it. Let's go to Elegoo.
Oh, they've got that open box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple printers there. Dang near picked up, but I'm waiting because I ordered the Elegoo Centuri Carbon.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be here till May. That's the only downfall about the pre-order on it. I can't wait. So it's hard for me to justify to buy another printer.
Yeah.
But looking at my son's printer, that's kind of my excuse.
You've seen worse.
Yeah.
That's a great printer for him.
It is.
So when he ruins the build plate that you just bought him, you don't kill him for it.
No. But my mistake was not getting the metal build plate. I got that flexible one.
Yeah.
So let's see. Now, if you go to like Elegoo and you go all the way to the bottom of the page, why'd you just do that? All the way to the bottom of the page. I wonder if I can share this screen. Can I share this with you? No.
You got OBS running over there too?
Yeah, I do, don't I? Do I? I do.
You just have to set up a deal.
Yeah. That'd just take me a second. Let's just do screen.
You just got to split a camera.
And my keyboard sucks. I wonder if the battery's toast on it. Very well could be. Window capture. Select window, Chrome, Elegoo. There we go. And I can pull that to the side. Oops. Do that. And then we'll pull up.
Yeah, I will try to find. Oh, you're still pulling around in OBS. There you go.
I've got all these pop-ups. Okay, let's see if I'm going to try to, and then you'll have to tell me if it's switched. Is it switched over?
Yeah, you're showing your
stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, because I don't have studio mode going.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, this is a fantasy, but this fantasy seems to have a lot of problems right now. It's that really big 3D printer, the Orange Giga.
Orange Giga. Yeah, those are they're cool, but for the price, they're just
not right now.
No.
And believe it or not, they've had it out for a while. Still on pre-order.
Yeah.
So we'll go over here, product and certified pre-owned. Allow. Yeah, this stuff is clicking without me clicking. So the biggest one like this, I mean, it's pretty much pre-owned. Neptune 4 Pro for 153. Now you have the Plus, right?
I have the Plus, which is the next size larger.
Okay.
The Neptune 4 Pro is the standard Neptune 4, but it's got a whole bunch of fancy sensors and junk.
Now, what you want to look for, like here, this is open box. So in other words, it's literally just an open box. They opened it up, something they didn't like, or they didn't run it. That's the ones to look for. Good used is okay, but that means that they've set it up and they probably ran a print or two or something, or they didn't understand how it ran and they just shipped it right back. But the good ones, I mean, you get better deals when you go to good used, but I think the better ones are the open box. You still save some good money.
Yeah.
Um,
I did throw that link up in chat for anybody who's looking for it. We probably won't link to it in. We probably won't put a link
on
to
which
that
one?
in
Oh, to Algu?
the page you're looking at.
Yeah, no, this is
We probably won't put a link to that in the description though. But it's in chat for anybody who's looking for it right now. And if
no,
you're watching this back later, it's
it's
at the top of the
easy.
screen.
Yeah, it's Algu.com. You
Yeah.
can't find it. And just go all the way down to the bottom to the 3D printer. See, yeah, this stuff's just clicking on its
They've
own.
got a Neptune 4 Plus that was 189. I didn't see what I didn't. It didn't show me what.
Uh,
Right there.
there's a plus for 188. Yeah,
Yeah.
189.
What's wrong with that one?
And this one is open box.
Yeah, that's the exact same printer I have. It's a phenomenal printer. It prints quick. You can print larger items. Like
You could do a helmet.
you could do it. You could do a helmet.
Yeah.
Like I said, my train car, I printed it in two halves. I have a left half and a right half, and
And you had room to spare.
and I had room to spare. Again, the files are designed that you could print this on a regular Neptune. You just have to do a lot more assembly.
Well, the original file is set up for the smaller printer, isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
it's set up for a smaller printer like a Neptune, but
No, you notice this. See, this is the Neptune 4 Max. Let's see what they got. 297
$297 for a Max.
for a Max open box, dude.
Damn.
Is that what you paid for your?
That's what I paid for my standard. Well, my standard's also brand new.
Yeah, this is an open box. Everything's supposed to. Well, let's click on this picture right here. As you can see, new open box. Everything is there. I mean, they even run a test on it apparently. On the good used, it might not have accessories, which makes damage. Whoops, how'd that happen? There we go. Ha! My mouse is just like doing weird things here. There we go.
You've got auto clicker on.
I know it's weird. It's driving me nuts. Oh, there we go. How's that? Good enough. But yeah, you can find good deals out there if you're willing to. The only thing is the warranties are different on the open box or used. They're not that hard. They're not difficult to fix for. If you're not mechanically inclined, maybe go for a new one. Go for the warranty.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind working on something if something breaks, if you're not worried about the warranty, this isn't a bad way to go. And usually, if you get something that they say open box and it doesn't work, they'll send you a replacement part to fix it.
Yeah. Or if it's an open box and it was open and it was returned because something was defective or whatever, it was open and then they've gone through and replaced the defective part and then they're selling it as an open box.
You go to single screen, you see more of that. Here's the Neptune 4 is 197.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm thinking about doing for Robert.
Yeah.
Something like this. Because if he destroys that, I'm not going to stress too much. It'd take a lot. I think we get our money's worth out of it. I mean, the Neptune 4 Plus is only $229.
I know.
All right, enough about that. But I mean, this gives you some good ideas. You don't have to spend a lot anymore. You can get a standard 4 Pro for 153 resin printers. This is where I've been looking.
Yeah.
Look at the Jupiter SE. That's a big print. I mean, it's almost 500 too, though.
Yeah. But isn't the build plate on that twice the size of your Saturn?
Yes. Yes.
Which is 3 times the size of a Mars?
Yes. 4 times, I think.
Yeah.
I think you can do your 4 plates
Yeah.
would fit onto
Yeah.
one
You
of
were
those
saying you
plates.
could do 6 of these bulkheads on your Saturn
Yes,
versus 2 if you're lucky on the Mars.
on the Mars.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but yeah, you pay a little bit more for the size.
Yeah.
The only downfall is if you're doing a big print that fails.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
I mean, same thing with the FDM printer.
Yeah.
FDM is filament.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're doing a big print, you get 14 hours in and it fails, and well, start over. Figure out why it died and start over.
All right, let me find my. Oh, hey,
Inception.
Oh, we're fine. There we are. Let's transfer back over. There we go.
Now you can see me.
I gotta get used to. I gotta fix this up a little bit. You know, we've been on here for a little bit over an hour.
We've been going for a little bit over an hour.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's been second show number 2 down and done.
Yeah.
I will say again, you know, subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up. We could use it. And any parting words, sir?
Trains are fun. 3D printers are fun. Everything's expensive. Don't break it. Great words to live by. Yeah. Don't break it.
But you know, here's the thought. You know, I think you go to college, pay for college, pay to learn, right? You drive a printer, you pay for it, pay to learn. You pay to learn. Sometimes it might be a little more than, but you know what? It's worth it. My honest opinion. Look how far we've gone. Look at check that car out.
Again, I've got maybe $30 total in this whole entire car between the piano wire, the filament, the resin, the bearings, and the trucks and everything. And it's
a good look
when it's rolling around on the layout behind the locomotive and everything else. It is just.
If you walked into the club and you saw it,
that's $100. That's $100 to $150 car all day long. Before weathering.
It's a phenomenal car, and you wouldn't even know it was 3D printed.
Yeah,
you did that well of a job. He's like any hobbyist. He nitpicks his work. He sees all his flaws.
I see all the problems with it, but
I don't until he tells me.
Yeah.
So you know what though? That's good though. I mean, I'm not complaining.
It's always good. It's always good to critique your work.
Yeah. But on that note, everyone stay on track. Have a good one. Be kind. You have control, sir.
I do. Have a good week, everybody. Stay dry, stay warm. Or if you're warm, stay cold. I don't know. Later.
Enjoy.